Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Matt, your friendly neighborhood Linux guy. Yeah, that's me. All right. Now, you saw the title of the video. I've updated to Wine 11.12, which literally just came out. And I got all the patches updated and everything working. And I just uninstalled my current version of Affinity, and I want to run through with you on everything. Okay, so if I click this button, it's going to start the installation. I'm going to press yes. You'll notice right there that there's Wine 11.12. This is for people who don't have a V4 CPU. If you understand what a V4 CPU is, it's Zen 4 and 5. And that's pretty much it. And yeah, then there's the normal Wine 11.12. You also have 10 and 9.14 Legacy. So I'm going to hit continue on this. It's going to do its thing where it grabs patches and extracts Wine binaries, and it does a whole bunch of stuff. Like it caches every other version of Wine just in case you want to go and switch to the Wine version over here. Now let's talk about how this works. If you want to change your DPI, it's simple. You're going to be doing it from right here. This is set DPI scaling. Ooh, Vulkan. So this is for you people with AMD GPUs for now until I can get one and get OpenCL working. And this is for NVIDIA GPUs. For this, you're going to need the OpenCL headers. Okay, they change per system. I have to figure out what the headers are called for PikaOS and other things, and I'll have those auto installed soon. But take a look at this. I'm just going to run through everything, extract Wine TKG, and after a while, it's going to start on Wine Tricks. This is where we're going to have a chat. So you're able to switch Wine version, open up Wine configuration. You're able to handle Wine Tricks if you have something else you want to install. Set Windows 11 plus renderer. These were all my test troubleshooting options, and I left them for a reason. You can also do GPU selection here. Reinstall Win metadata. WebView to runtime v3, which installs that to your system. And this fixes the settings, which is automatically done after the end of this installation. Set DPI scaling. You can also return icon colors. And of course, install the Affinity plugin loader, which is, again, done automatically for you. Now, this installation takes a while. And by a while, I mean, well, Wine Tricks the slowest thing on earth. So we're going to have to wait for that. So I'll be back when it's done. All right, so we are on number 2, which is .NET 48. The first one was, I believe, .NET 3.5. So this is .NET 4.8 SP1. Or wait, no, the other one was SP1. Anyway, this one also takes a very long time. So at this point with core fonts, it basically installs all the fonts that Windows would actually end up using to make sure that you have the best compatibility with everything. This also, I don't know what exactly it puts in there, but it can also end up messing up a few things. Like where the settings menus and stuff are italic or whatever it's called. I don't know the term for it, but yeah. But nonetheless, depending on how fast your computer, that this could take ages. It could. You could be 55 by the time this is done and start out at the age of 19. It happened to me. I'm so old now. Yeah, I'm 37, man. This one, done. This one is required as well, the Tahoma one, and that one's pretty much instantaneous as well. Setting render to Vulkan, grabbed encrypt 32, and that's it. So now we're going to install this just like that. And this, whether this works on your distro depends on many things. Like if you're on, say, Linux Mint, you have a system that basically has the dependencies of a 6-year out-of-date OS. That's fine. It could work, but most of the time it's not going to work. That's the thing. And if it doesn't, there's not much I can do to fix it, as again, my hardware is too new to run Linux Mint. I would end up losing about, 40 to 50% of my performance in gaming, and I can't do that. My CPU hates older kernels. I'm not even kidding. It's like, you need to understand that the newer your hardware is, the newer of a distro that you should be running. Anyway, take a look at that. We're up and running. Bingo. We go into edit settings. We go into performance. We have OpenCL on the NVIDIA side. Now, return colors. Enter your password, hit continue, and it should install .NET SDK 10.0. Okay? And once it's done, it will of course notify you. And that's it. Now, again, as I mentioned, you can set your DPI. Well, there it goes. Okay, so this is a custom DPI value thing. So I'm going to set it to like 105. Okay. And once that's done, you go. Exit out and start it up normally from your start menu. Now, my dock is on this side, so yeah. And there we go. We're all ready. And as you can see, it is definitely bigger than 96 DPI, which is, again, something that a lot of people didn't know how to do. So why did I update to 11.12? Well, it has better Wayland support. It has better Wayland scaling support, so things will look a lot cleaner. Oh my god, it fixed the italic. Oh, thank god. Another thing is it fixed the italic, which matters a lot. So as you can see, we don't have italic font anymore. So it's not like all like that. So that's another really, really cool thing. Let's turn on the model learning. Bingo, there we go. Yeah, this looks absolutely splendiferous. Wow. So I'm going to click this, and I'm going to see if maybe the bug's been solved. In here, in this version of Wine. Nope, not yet. It's getting closer, though. It is getting closer, and that's all that matters. So if you guys enjoy this little update, let me know in the comments. Leave your likes, share this video, do all that normal stuff. You know, get this seen, get people to notice. It's just me working on this thing, and I hope you appreciate all the effort that I put into this, making sure that this works for you. If you do, you can donate to me. It's all in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.